Hi Boris, this is just to go through how to connect up the power supply to the I/O shield. Okay, so you can see the shield here, and this is just the reverse of the shield. Now you have got, it looks like on your board, you've got the two central male headers for ground and 5 volts connected. Okay, so the VIn that you keep asking about would be the one at the end here. Okay, now I'm guessing that you've got an Auto DIY Plus because you said that you had the Bluetooth module in. So you get probably a battery pack, something like this inside it. Okay, now don't panic that 4 lots of 1.5 volt batteries will take you over the 5 volts. This 5 volt pin is really quite tolerant, and actually I'm going to be running the board off the 6 volts because these batteries are really quite new. So again, just pop this into the 5 volts. So connect up your plus, your positive, connect up your ground, and you'll see that the board fires up. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Now, if you are interested in the VIn, the VIn runs between 6 volts and 12 volts, or that would be the power supply connected there. So if I just unpop that and then pop it in there, because this is actually over 6 volts, you can see it's powering up the board. I did start off powering up the board with 4 batteries in the VIn, but I found when it got below, a little bit below 6 volts, then, and certainly when the board was under load with servos and so forth, it would just shut down. So I moved the positive back to the pin that you've got soldered to your board, and everything carried on running for quite a long time because there was plenty enough voltage over 5 volts to run the board and the servos. Okay, now if you've got perhaps a different battery setup, so these batteries here, okay, they claim that they're 3.7 volts. I've just charged them and tested it, and it's actually 8.4 volts. So I wouldn't be connecting to the pin that you've got soldered to your board. Okay, I would be connecting this one up to the VIn, and you'll see here now that this is powering up the board nicely. Okay, so this would be an instance where you're using perhaps higher powered batteries. So, you know, here I've got a combined 8.4 volts. So I don't want to be pumping it through that little pin, even though it's quite tolerant, you know, up to about 6. I wouldn't want to go any higher than that. So anything bigger than that, you know, 6 and above, I will put through the VIn. Otherwise, I just use the 2 pins that you have soldered to your I/O shield.